The Switch reaches 17.0, Mario Wonder gets a nice update, Borderlands 3 gets a nice update, a new free game for you, and a Switch release that just came out that I predicted is going huge. So good morning Mario and good morning Switch fans. I was out of town this weekend, apologize for the missed episode, but we are back and ready to clickety clack our way. Actually, that's you. Leave me some comments in the comments down below what you think of today's news stories. I'm going to kick it off with something that I predicted and that I think is really cool and really neat, and that's Hogwarts Legacy. As you probably know, Hogwarts Legacy released a week ago on Nintendo Switch after a long gap between its initial console release and its hybrid Switch release. The port is actually really impressive. Like, it doesn't look amazing, but it's still one heck of a port to come out on Nintendo Switch. And now it is the third largest Switch launch of the year. Okay, number 1 is Tears of the Kingdom, number 2 is Mario Wonder, number 3 is Hogwarts Legacy. I was telling you that I thought this could be huge once it hits Switch because there's not a lot of big third-party games that release this year, and Hogwarts Legacy sold gangbusters on the other consoles. I felt like it was going to sell really well and be a huge fall release, and I think that's clearly panning out. Hogwarts Legacy is going to do really great on Switch, and if it gets any sort of sale, which it probably won't, but if it does, watch the freak out. I think Hogwarts Legacy is a port worth supporting, and similar to a game like The Witcher 3, or now after updates The Outer Worlds, it's a huge open world game that runs incredibly impressively for Switch, and you get to play something that's really big, really modern, really PlayStation and Xboxy on your Switch, which I think is neat. So kudos to Hogwarts Legacy and the team at Warner Brothers. They haven't had a lot of wins lately, so I'm sure this one feels really good. What also feels really good is an even better Lexar play card. My friends at Lexar up the speed. 160 megabytes per second for the read, 100 megabytes per second for the write. This is an even faster, safer, stronger memory card for your Switch. It's the best on the market. It goes up to 1 terabyte in size, which is huge. That could hold so many Hogwarts Legacies and probably every Switch game you own and will own. So make sure to click the link in the description down below. Lexar Play Card is the absolute best, gets the SwitchForce seal of approval, and now, for the same price, they've just made it stronger, faster, and better. Let's talk some updates. All right, Borderlands 3 is a cool Switch game that I've been recommending lately as another nice port, and it's getting some sweet sales for the holiday season. It got a massive update to the Ultimate Edition on Switch, improving performance, matchmaking, and more. There's a full list if you want to look at it. I'll put that on the screen right now. Massive amount of updates, but this should make the game even stronger. Now, Mario Wonder got a similar update as it goes to the 1.01 version of the game, improves some gameplay, adds some credits, which is very important. I think it's the voice of Nabbit that somehow got missed up or left out, and now they're back in the game. But the biggest update is that now, when you exit a course or restart a level, your heart points reset to what they were before. So if you go into a level and you're like, jumped in the pit, got hit by the Goomba, ran into a roller skating Koopa, down 3 lives, no, you exit the course, those 3 lives are going to proc back and you're going to be at whatever you originally were. This is a nice little quality of life change. It's nothing major, but it is a nice QOL change, and I think it makes a lot of good sense as well. I'm not sure why it wasn't in there initially, but we'll be looking for more Mario Wonder updates. I wonder if they will add true DLC to Mario Wonder. They didn't for Mario Odyssey. If you recall, we got Balloon World, kind of a side DLC, but we never got true New Kingdoms, and it seemed like that game was perfectly ripe for paid DLC or free DLC. But Mario Wonder, going into what we believe to be the final year of Switch 1, could they decide to pad out the release calendar with some DLC? It seems very ripe for a new world or a new mode, especially because it does have nice multiplayer features and that interesting Dark Souls-like online. Even though it doesn't have true online multiplayer, maybe they could add that as well. I don't know, but it does seem like it could be ripe for something like the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack and a nice freebie DLC piece of content. But for now, you're getting reverted heart points. Eat it up. Let's pause the updates on the updates and move to the new free game on Switch. Starting 11/22, run until 11/28, Fae Farm is going to be free on Nintendo Switch in Europe. I'm guessing America will replicate this, but regardless, wherever you are in the world, you can access a European account. Just make a European account. You can Google it. I have a video on it. It's very easy to do, very quick, totally legal, totally free, and you can download Fae Farm. Now, Fae Farm is very interesting, especially for those of you who loved Animal Crossing, because it is one of those cozy farm simulator games, but this one is loaded with content. It's a $60 title, so I think the free trial is actually really beneficial here. This isn't the typical cozy game that comes out for $19.99 on the eShop. This is a full box release at full price, and now getting a free trial allows you to see if it's actually worth the $60. So this is going to be downloadable very, very soon. It should, I think, come to North America, but if it doesn't, go grab a European account. Fun little project for you this Thanksgiving week, and you can play Fae Farm for a week for free. And if you decide to buy the game, there should be a discount on it, and your progress should carry over, so it's kind of a nice system. Nintendo's like first foray into freebies. It might not be a totally free game, but this is a nice free trial for a title that released in September, and maybe was a little hefty price-wise at its initial launch. Now feels a little better with the discount and with the very extended demo. We've made it to Nintendo Switch update version 17.0.0. Lots of big tentpole numbered updates for Nintendo Switch, and many of them have brought great features. I remember wondering in the past, would we ever get themes? Always waiting. I'd see Switch 3.0, Switch 4.0, Switch 5.0, and I would check themes, the magical fruit. We never get to eat it, so who knows what happens. Now we're at 17.0, and Nintendo has just completely decided to... They've taken a backseat. They're doing it easy. They're not trying. 17.0 is a rebootless update, which on the surface sounds really nice. Rebootless updates mean you don't have to restart your console. Typically, with Switch mainline major numbered updates, you have to reboot your console. It says like, do you want to download the update, restart the system, yada yada. We're getting, I don't know. I can't, what's the most notable Switch update that we had? Like, the missions and rewards? Was that even an update, or was that just like something that they put on online? I don't know, but this one is rebootless. Sounds cool until you realize that all that's happened is that they updated the bad word list. I don't know why they feel like this needs a numbered update, but clearly we're at the very end of the life cycle. Even still, announcing that 17.0.0 is out, it's a little bit insulting that it's just a bad word list update. Like, maybe we should use the bad word on Nintendo for releasing this update versus changing the bad word list on the Switch. I get that the bad word list is like important to monitor. Like, I do that on YouTube, but maybe you could just do it. Maybe we don't need a whole numbered update for a freaking bad word list update. We're not getting anything new on Switch. Any sort of features they've been working on, prototyping, early accessing, inventing, researching, it's all going to Switch 2. I do expect a revamped, revitalized UI experience for Switch 2. I think that's one of the ways they will make it seem notably different. Even if the body feels similar, even if there's a lot of crossover games, even if the marketing, the logo, everything stays mostly the same, I think the UI when you boot up the Switch is something that will drastically separate it. And I do wonder if at a certain point Nintendo said, we haven't put themes out, the Switch sells super well, let's save themes for Switch 2 so that we have a marked difference. You turn on Switch 1, it's gray, it's white. You turn on Switch 2, oh, it's like when they introduced Technicolor. And Walt Disney, if you didn't know this, had an exclusive license for Technicolor when it first came out. I learned that recently. Bananas. Now Nintendo Switch 2 might have an exclusive license on themes, and you're going to turn it on and get to see Tears of the Kingdom or Mario Wonder or Metroid Prime freaking 4. But for now, 17.0 is a bad word update, and that's all we're going to get. If we get 18.0, 19.0, 20.0, I have no hopes. In the past, there were some cool things and some nice switches up to how the Switch either connected with controllers or it's just not the case. But what is the case is that we're coming up on Black Friday and big Switch savings. The eShop is rapidly updating with thousands of sales, and I'll be bringing you a ton of sales videos. I think I'm going to separate it to like $0 to $5, $5 to $10, 10 to 20, 20 to 40, so that you guys can find the best picks for your price point and what you're kind of looking to get. And I'll cover a ton of games, so stay tuned for those videos. I'm very excited about them. They're going to be a lot to work on, but I'm going to get them your way ASAP. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. Enjoy your week, and until next time, SwitchForce out.